This is story time with Junebug in the middle of the woods, and we're about to get started on some of DemHollerboyz and how we got started and what is going on with the current situation. See, our group wasn't based off of fast tractors. We don't need speed for us to get through the paths, because if you get speed going through the paths that I've made for the logs, and you're gonna end up wrecking, you're gonna end up hitting trees, you're gonna end up breaking something on your tractor. So our tractors don't have to be fast to keep up with every other person. So therefore, if you want to ride with us, make sure you're not riding something fast, because our tractors are not that fast. Okay? So thank y'all for watching. So it all started right here in this very area between me, Packer, Eric, aka Ketchup Eric, and AJ, aka Earl Staggs, on the Yard Dog and Old Red. So it was a normal day for me, Packer, aka Mudslut, and Eric, aka Ketchup Eric. It was a special day. Eric come up, and I was gonna show him, he show him how to ride tractors, and the whole point of me and Packer, aka Mudslut, we was pulling logs that day, and it was a crazy situation because Eric was just following us back and forth, watching how we do stuff, and AJ come down, aka Earl Staggs. He come down, and he's like, "Hey guys, you guys are doing some crazy stuff." He's like, "Is it okay if I bring my camera down and film you guys?" It's like, "Sure, why not? Why not?" So it all come down to, he brought his GoPro down, and we ended up filming that day. And he didn't put us pulling the logs out, but he did film the crazy funny stuff that was happening that day as the black tractor broke down or ran out of gas or whatever happened that day. And I was in the camper, I was cooking food, and I heard the tractor just keep revving up, so I went out, and they was clear out here in the woods, pulling a black tractor up the hill backwards. And that was our first episode of the me and us, as I was, arguing with Packer about doing stuff, and I was, they said Eric was no snitch or whatever the episode ended up being. But anyways, so we started as a group, and we wanted more people to come riding, and ended up Jolene and Nate come along, and they come up from clear down to where they live. They drove their tractors clear up here to camp on a rainy night. It was rainy, and it was almost dark out. They wanted to come riding, so we ended up bringing them out here to what we made, our paths here in our backyard here. These paths wasn't made on purpose. They was I was pulling logs, and I needed to make my own paths to get the logs out. So I ended up cutting my own paths and pulling logs out. This is to keep my mom and dad's house warm, and at the time I was living there, so of course we all need heat, need heat to survive through the winter time. So this is what the main objective of DemHollerboyz started as. As we started climaxing, we started going out on adventures and riding on the tractors. And I know these paths like anything, because when I was a little kid, I walked these paths every day and rode my pedal bike through them. Like, we went down to the creek down there, and we used to swim down there. Well, ended up us going on these couple hour rides, and it was nice, you know, like everybody getting together. We're all having a blast out there, just riding our tractors. You know, if something gets destroyed, somebody gets towed back. It's the name of the game. But everything ended up, you know, fine. And we ended up meeting Dirty-Built, and we had some good times. Like, them coming up here as their first, you know, point of view of us. We brought them through the trails here. We give them a little tour of our backyard, and we asked them if they wanted to see the mud holes, and, you know, of course, Dirty-Built, yeah, they wanted to see the mud holes, so we took them to the mud holes, and we ended up, that first episode with Dirty-Built was pretty crazy. But I mean, the whole point of us, the whole point of DemHollerboyz was to get on old tractors, like my 73 Bolins, you know, tube frame Bolins, and old red, getting on them, and for us to do stuff that quads and side-by-sides can do, but we could get in spots that they couldn't. So the whole objective was to get these old tractors and take the decks off and put mud tires on them and just go through our own paths. And AJ was on a quad. He was the only guy that was on the quad filming for us. So of course we had to make the pass somewhat decent for him to get through. So, but the last ride that we went on, the Memorial Day ride with Reds 02, and it was messed up in a way because it was the first time that Ladybug, well, not the first time, but like one of the first times that she went on a ride with me and us as the group. And Dirty-Built Josh ended up getting hurt, so he ended up coming back, and Mark, Dirty-Built Mark, was riding with us, having a good time. We got to the waterfall. I got a phone call that Mark had to turn around and go back. We was right next to the highway, so I'm like, alright, so we'll take him up to the road. You guys can meet us up there, load it up on a trailer, whatever. So everything worked out. As soon as we got up there, they was there. They come pulling and turned around. They was there waiting on us. So we got Mark across the road. And Red 02, he was having trouble with his tractor. So he ended up, him and Packer ended up turning around and going back to here to camp so Red 02 could leave. Well, Packer showed him the way out, you know, brought him here, and Packer got it in his head to go ride with the neighbors down the road here and the side-by-sides and stuff, and he just left us out there in the woods to do us. Meanwhile, he took our camera, the Hollerboy camera, that was supposed to be filming us, the number 2 camera, as AJ had the number 1, aka Earl Staggs had the number 1 camera, and Packer had the number 2. Well, Packer ended up going on the other ride, and just left us clear out there in the woods, and it was just me and Holler Girl Ladybug and Earl Staggs riding. And of course, at this point in time, I am mad because we got ditched. I'm not saying everybody ditched us, but like everybody's machines failed or like got hurt, and everybody ended up bailing on us, and it was just us 3 out there, and it was a race to get back home. There was no like struggles or nothing, but the thing is, as a group, you should be there, and you should tell us what you're gonna do, rather than ditching your group to go ride with somebody else. Because the point in us was to be a group, go on a big group ride, you know, have fun, and it ended up not going as well as it should have. So the basis right now, me and Mudmutt, we stopped talking. He split from the group. He is now a part of Dirty Built. Me and Dirty Built have no beef. It's just I will not ride with Packer no more. There's no sense in riding with somebody like that if he's just gonna ditch you. If he's gonna ditch us out in the middle of the woods, we can go ride with our #1 fan and his family. That's, you know, he should have told us that. Then therefore we could have just rode with them, and instead of coming back here and looking for him for 2 hours, it was just blown out of proportion as a big group ride. And ever since then, I haven't really rode except for pulling logs and cutting firewood. So, but there is more plans. There's bigger plans coming for us. Everything's not working out right now, but everything will work out in the end, and we're gonna keep on trying. As long as everybody stays with me, I will be, you know, there. You know, I'm gonna continue making videos regardless, because we started something. We started DemHollerboyz, and I will not give up on yous as fans, and I will not give up on myself for something that I started. And it's just a blessing to be on YouTube, and it's a blessing for everybody to, like, I only have 23 subscribers, but it's a blessing for me to have that many people to watch what we do. It might not be like the old YouTube channel that we had, because lately Earl Staggs hasn't been Earl Staggs. He's just not videoing for us, and when he does, he doesn't put no YouTube channel, no videos out for us. So therefore we have no videos on our regular YouTube channel. So therefore that's why I made this YouTube channel, to keep everybody updated on us, on how we do. And it might not be funny content, but I am just showing you guys my everyday life and what I do on a daily basis. And I appreciate everybody for watching, and all of my subscribers. I appreciate everything that you guys did, and just keep watching videos, guys. God bless y'all.